Happy Wednesday, goblins and ghouls, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fistbite from Villain Plays the Victim, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. It's so great to be back. How you doing, Crash?
I'm doing all right, as you guys can hear. I have a little bit of a cold, so probably not
you're
going to talk much
together.
tonight.
I'm so sorry. I know what you mean. I was under the weather
Tis the season, it is now the fall season. We are getting into colder times and less sunlight, so drink plenty of tea.
Yes, drink the tea, stay hydrated, eat some soup.
Eat some ginger and chicken noodle soup.
Absolutely. Oh, ginger does you so good, so good. Well, it's time to get cozy with Musicians Hangout while it's cold and stormy outside. And as some of us are getting well, we have some amazing guests for you tonight. So I'll go over our mission statement and we'll bring them to our stage. All right, our mission statement here on Musicians Hangout is to be part of a revolution, to create friendships with other artists and build a community to save music. Yay! Oh, I love doing this journey with you. I do.
I love it too. I just think we're coming up on year 6 now.
I know.
That's so exciting.
Seriously, I was looking at our calendar. I'm like, we're going to start planning season 17?
Yeah.
What? That's so crazy.
But 6 years of doing this, it seems like we just started last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and some of the artists that we are featuring tonight, we've had on our show throughout the years, so it's great to have them back.
Yes.
We'll bring them to the stage, and we're going to get started with introducing you to our first band for the night, Trashasaurus Rex. Hello, Grace and Alyssa.
Hey, ladies.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Of course. Oh my gosh, can't wait to talk music with you guys and learn all about your project. So the name alone just catches me, Trashasaurus Rex. I have never heard of a name like that.
That's all.
Yeah, my sister actually came up with it originally because I don't know, we were talking about ridiculous names, and then I tried to hawk it to 3 or 4 previous bands, and there was always someone that was like, no thank you, I don't want to be named after a trashy dinosaur. And then this one finally was everyone was on board. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I asked her, I said, Grace, what's the name you've always wanted to name a band? And she said it, and I was like, yes, done. We don't need to even have a discussion.
Right?
I was so excited.
That. Oh my goodness.
That's a fantastic name.
I can't believe anyone wanted that. I love that name.
Our guitarist too, Drew, our icon, our what would we call her? Our queen of Trashasaurus Rex. Yeah. So it's
mascot,
a T-Rex with a beehive and a tramp stamp, smoking a cigarette.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's
yes.
So awesome.
Put some 7-inch clear hooker heels on. I'm sold.
I think are they wearing heels or not? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Heels. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they make them in T-Rex size.
Yeah, a little bit too big, for famous footwear to accommodate. But maybe someday we'll see. Yeah.
It can happen.
Interwebs, hear us out. Please do this. You never know. Algorithm could make this happen. Share it.
Oh my God.
Must have goldfish in them.
So we know how you got your band name now. Grace has always wanted it, so that's great. How long have you guys been a band?
Gosh, I think just since wasn't it May, Alyssa and I, when we decided that would be a good idea, to embark on this adventure.
Yeah,
and then everyone, it's kind of come from there. But yeah, Alyssa, if you want to tell the story, yeah.
So Grace and I have only known each other for a little over a year, and our sons go to kindergarten together. and
Oh,
they became kind of little besties, and so we got to know each other really well. And we were in pickup line, and she's like, "Hey, I'm going to go play with this other person. I'm thinking of changing bands and stuff." And I just kind of shouted to her like, "Hey, if you want to start a band together, like I'll sing." And then she texted me later that day, and she's like, "Are you being serious?" And I was like, "I couldn't be more serious in my life." And then it's just kind of taken off from there. So this is fulfilling for me, like a huge lifelong dream, because I've sung my whole life, but I've never been in a band, and I've always wanted to be in a rock band. And so it's just been super exciting, the collaborative process. And then we have Asti, our guitarist, and Divya, our bassist, who has just come on with us as well. So we really wanted it too to be all girls, women, non-binary. I'm a self-identified lesbian, so we wanted to be very queer friendly and just very fun. Have a fun time.
That's very cool.
Oh yes, I love that. So many bands are very queer friendly.
Yes.
The LGBT community. I love that.
Yeah, especially I think here in like the Seattle area, it's a really neat scene for sure. Like the people that I've been able to meet, it's been a real privilege. So,
agreed. Yeah, it is. Yeah, very prevalent in our music scene for sure. And yeah, we've got a lot of great fans in the community, and totally appreciate all the support.
Yeah, they support everyone. That's what I love about our community. They support everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and
it's been fun because Divya actually just joined us last week, and Asti's been with us since July. So
that's cool.
Still figuring out we can find somebody on keys. That's kind of like our last missing piece that we're looking for at this point. So yeah.
Oh, you want someone on keys? That's cool.
So ladies, any of you guys want to do some keyboard and stuff?
We are actively recruiting. Yeah,
we are.
You know where to go.
Yeah, but we're having so much fun, like writing music and playing together, and I think we're coming up with some pretty awesome stuff.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait!
A lot of fun.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Do you guys have any shows that are scheduled?
Yeah,
we do. Yes, so we actually have one coming up Saturday, November 2nd. So it's Trashasaurus. It's opening. It's in Olympia at the Pig Bar, also known as South Bay Barbecue. And then we're playing with my other band, Petrichor. That's going to be on the show next week.
Yes.
Like, why not? Yeah. Well, because it's great. Because I reached out to my friend Sean, and I was like, "Hey, like my bands are booking. Keep us in mind if you need anyone." Because I had played with him previously. He's in Silver Saturn. I'd actually played with him like way back in the day when he was in John's Daughter. And then he was like, "Actually, we've got this show coming up." And I feel like Olympia is always
John's Daughter.
Yeah, Olympia is also just like a fun time, and I'm super excited to play with them again. So they'll also be on the bill. So it'll be a fun night, free show. If you're in the Olympia area, music from like 7 to 11, somewhere in there. So
I feel like Olympia needs more venues.
I feel like they do too. Same with Tacoma.
Olympia is such a great little town, and I just absolutely adore it so much.
Yeah,
but they don't have any they don't have the places they used to back in the day.
Oh,
yeah, they've got some, but not all of them. Like Rhythm and Right. Did any of you ever go to Rhythm and Right when they had that open?
Yes.
It was really fun. That was probably my favorite Olympia venue, and I do not think it's active, but they've got a few that are active.
No, but they had like the State Street Theater and like all sorts of other places. Yeah, this was like back in the 90s,
Oh, okay.
Like way back in the day, we had a whole bunch of places back then. But now they're all gone. I think McCoy's is the only one left standing.
Wow. I played Lavoyer back before COVID. I don't know if it's still open. It might be. And then I played a private club there. And I don't really hear a lot about venues in the Olympia area that much. I went to a friend's show at a bowling alley there. That was pretty fun.
Oh, fun.
Really cool. They had you kind of imagine it at a bowling alley, like being tight fitting, but this was a huge like venue with like a restaurant bar and
my old band Fatal Butterfly, we played a bowling alley in Tacoma before.
That's
Which
so
I
cool.
thought was the coolest thing. I thought we were going to be like right there and people are going to be bowling.
Be like
No.
bowling right there, yeah.
I was
That's
gonna say,
No,
well,
cool.
you're in the
acoustics, I
bar
feel like would
area.
be
There's like
harsh.
a bar.
It'd be fun to be like right like in between like the ball or like distracting people, maybe having like the band staggered, between different
Yes.
lanes, like
Everybody's just like in between the lanes.
yes.
Let's make that
That's
happen. It's
perfect.
like that
We
roller
should
rink.
make that happen.
Yeah.
Bring a
There's a
drum
roller
rug
rink
though,
there, right?
because
Like
Yeah.
There's a skate rink in Federal Way.
Ooh, that would
that's
be
where it's
fun.
at. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was just
like
talking
play
about
in the
that at
middle
our
of the rink and have
Yes.
people skating around you.
I know they do that
Yeah.
at Southgate. I think it's up in the
Yes.
South Center area. They have bands playing and people skate around.
That would
Yeah,
be
I've talked to some
amazing.
bands that have done
Until
that.
someone crashes into you.
How do we
Yeah.
get those shows? Like, I want to get those shows.
Well, I know that Kitty Junk has played there, and let's see.
I want to play there.
Wither just played there. So Sean from Murder Weapons is also in Wither, and his band had just recently played there, and he loved it. So that's how that's kind of fresh in my mind because we were talking about that backstage. And yeah, I don't know how to get, booked there, but it sounds super fun.
We should try, Grace.
I was going to
Yeah.
say,
We
ladies,
need
that's
to
got
make
to
it
be our
happen.
mission.
I
Yeah.
feel like our
make it a
music would
mission
be
to
very
play more
good roller
bowling
skating
alleys and more
music.
skating rinks.
Yes.
And
Maybe like putt-putt. I always like going places where there's like fun activities to do.
yes.
I always think that's a lot of fun. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Outdoors, all ages ones when it's like not this time of year.
Yes, I was
Not always
just gonna
as fun,
say,
yeah.
little kids love live music. They think it's
They
the coolest
do.
thing like ever,
They really do, yeah.
and they think that we're superheroes.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Well, and more people come out if they can bring the whole family. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Especially
definitely
one,
always
like,
saw like
parents
the
with little
people
bit of
playing
money.
at like the street fair or the fair market, and I was like, oh, how do I do that?
Yeah.
Yes,
yes.
I
think
think
it's
that's
just-
where busking comes in,
Mhm.
and
That
you just
too,
grab
yeah.
like a couple bandmates, and you're just out there, just like super acoustic, just busking. I think that's the only way that's gonna happen. Of course, Miss Bats needs to come and say hello tonight.
She wants to hang out with all
Yes.
the ladies.
Oh my goodness.
Hi,
What a
sweetie.
good
Hello, Miss Bats.
She's
Always
such
with
an attention hog.
I mean, that's how cats are. I mean, either that or they're usually pretty scarce. Like, I feel like my cats a lot of times were just like hiding.
Yeah, my other cat, Fernando,
Never
you
enjoyed
never see him on screen ever. He barely comes out of his lair,
Yeah.
But-
I go over to Maxine's house often through the year, and if I want to see Fernando, I have to seek him
Like-
out.
Seek him, yep.
Like, he does not come out. He does not hang out. Ever.
Not
Miss
having it.
Bats, though, she'll be up in my face. Like,
Oh yeah, she'll greet you. Yeah.
yeah, she's
Yep.
all about it.
She wants the attention for sure. Oh, I was gonna ask you guys, like, what sort of music do you play? Is it like rock? Is it punk? What is it?
I'd say it's kind of like a mix. Some of
Nice.
our songs are more punk. Some of them are a little bit more alternative. Like, I'm always terrible about describing this. Alyssa, you should
Oh, I'm
describe it
even
a little bit better.
worse.
Yeah.
I would say like first, I would say rock. Yeah, definitely rock. We like a good like fast beat, and
Mhm. Yeah.
I would say definitely punk influences. Our first like cover song that we did was No Doubt's
Oh,
oh my goodness, Spiderwebs.
Spiderwebs, yeah.
oh yes.
Which that doesn't sound necessarily like super similar to a lot of the stuff we're playing, but I would definitely say rock and roll, yeah.
Love it. That's cool.
I am so looking forward to hearing Trashasaurus Rex.
Yes, me too. Oh my god.
Seriously.
Just
we have a
the-
couple of little clips, but we'll need to get some more like longer clips, maybe of our next show or something from my garage. Especially now that we've got Divya on board. Yeah, we need to get some
Yes.
other. We've got like a
Yes.
little bit of stuff online, but we need to get some more stuff out there, and then eventually record. Not yet, but that would be fun in the future. So,
and we've been writing, I feel like, pretty quickly too. Like we've got like 2 originals in the can already, and one almost done, and another one on the way, and then a bunch that are like we've been sort of fiddling with too. Like
well, I'd say we have 3 pretty well done. Like one that's like half baked that I'm hoping we can get done next practice. We'll see, and then maybe another cover to throw in there. We'll see how turbo speed I mean, obviously you can't, like, some songs come together really fast, right? In bands, and other songs take like 3,000 years, and not really 3,000 years, but sometimes like months. So, because that would obviously be impossible to take 3,000 years on a song. But yeah,
no,
they're coming together pretty quick.
I've taken that long before.
So
my God, like definitely taken 3,000, maybe even 8,000 years on a couple songs.
Yeah,
I'm currently on a 10,000, year journey on a song called Games.
I was just saying, it's been so fun because I've been doing a lot of the writing of the lyrics, and it's just been like I've always been a writer just in general, but it's been this like really incredible outlet, and something that, even though I'm not super young, but I'm not super old, but to be like, oh, like I have a talent in something I didn't know, and I get to like express that.
So Alyssa, when you write your lyrics, do you like pre-write songs ahead of time that you just like have floating around in your head? And if you do, this is part B of the question, do you have a melody in line?
So I write lyrics first, and yes, I have like a bunch of lyrics. Melody doesn't always come to me. Sometimes it's more of like an idea of a song, of like, I'm looking for this feeling for this song, and then eventually something will come to pass. The first song we wrote, like the chorus kind of just like came to me right away, and I was like, let's go with this. And then we sort of added on for the music for the verses and stuff. Yeah, I kind of write them more like the lyrics down first, and then we like apply music later. Although our one of the songs we're working on right now, Grace actually wrote the music for it, and I had lyrics that I'm adapting now to the music.
Yeah, it's kind of it seems like every song's a little bit different. As far as kind of how it all goes together. But yeah, I mean, because some of them you like, what was really interesting, you already had like that melody, and like you would like sing it out, and then Asti was able to like pick up something on guitar, and then obviously drums are like easier to throw in because you don't have to worry about the melody. You just like
you just you listen to the melody, and then you're like, oh, so that's
okay, I put the easy part. So. But yeah, it's
Grace
really
says
fun.
that, but she's incredible on drums. She doesn't just put a beat in. It's like much more complicated than that.
I feel like it's pretty simple out of all the things. I don't have to ever worry about being in like the right key. None of that, being out of tune. I mean, your drums technically should be like in a certain amount of tuning, like they sound better.
I think my drums are set at an A tuning.
Okay, yeah.
But I have no fucking clue, honestly. Like, I don't know. It usually goes by attention setting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually I'm just like, this sounds awful. I should probably tune it by ear. And then unless I'm in the recording studio and they're actually like, oh, okay, we're going to do this key. I'm like,
they are so anal about it.
So here we go.
I had this one studio, Magic Mix. They had me like drop my drums off 2 days before we went in to record, so they could get them all shined up for me in tune, like everything. Like I, it looked like a brand new drum kit when I went in to record at Magic Mix. I was like, "Where's my drum kit?" And they had it tuned really nice, really nice. And now I don't even play that drum kit anymore.
Oh, after all that, yeah.
Yeah, I got a new one. So
okay, well, hey, there you go, a new one. That's even better.
So maybe I should go and record there.
Yeah, you got to get it all tuned up and ready to go.
Get her all shined up too while I'm at it. Which, by the way, thank you, Magic Mix, and you are awesome.
All right, I was searching for the link to the clip that was sent of Trashasaurus Rec, and I got it.
Are you gonna screen share it?
going back in time in our messages, I'm like, how far back is this? It really wasn't that far. I just had to dig for it. But yes, I would love to share the clip. I believe it is it from Jazz Bones?
Yes, I think that is Speaking in Tongues is the clip I sent from Jazz Bones.
Excellent. So I will get this shared up in just a second. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to
Don't
share
forget to click the share audio button.
All right, thank you. Got it.
Sorry, it's weird and tiny and little.
All right, here we go. Got it.
Oh my god, these guys are just so good. They're so good.
All right, here we go. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no worries. I'm glad you're able. This stuff is complicated.
Can you make it big on your computer?
That's as big as I can get. Sorry. I'll try this. Oh, I think I made it smaller. Oh no, hold on, hold on.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a
That was
tiny
awesome.
clip.
very
We'll have to
tiny.
get something longer. Yeah.
Yes.
But still, no, that's good.
Well, it sounded rocking, you guys. I bet that was a really fun
Oh,
show.
look. So, one of my fellow villain plays the victims. He says, that's lots of female drum mojo.
Right?
We've got three drummers. Yeah.
Right.
You know it, Brian. And we have some work to do tomorrow. We have
Yep,
band
it's
practice tomorrow.
Oh, fun.
Well, where do you guys practice at?
Yeah.
We practice out of my garage.
I was gonna say
Ah!
I heard Grace mention that they practice in the garage over.
That's
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, occasionally we'll have to see how cold it gets. We might practice inside later on because I know previously in bands people have been like, I'm freezing. This is terrible. So we might go inside and play with my electronic kit, which doesn't sound as good as my real kit, but I mean, it's a working drum set. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
but
nice.
I
because then the kids
absolutely-
can like play and stuff.
As a drummer, I just detest electronic kits.
Yeah, I don't love them either. They just don't sound as good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like when I play them, because I have rheumatoid arthritis in my hands, like sometimes it'll make my fingers go numb for like a really long time.
Oh, I wonder if it's the vibration or something.
It's
comes
the
back.
rebound, yeah. It's the
Yeah,
rebound
Weird.
from that.
Interesting.
The weird rubber heads that they have
Yeah.
that are fake and crappy. I know they have really good drum ones out there, but
I was going to say that I've tried.
I have never been privileged enough to ever play on one of those kits ever.
I played on a really good one at someone else's studio, but definitely a big difference if it's quality.
Yeah,
know?
no.
Yeah.
The ones I've ever played on are more like the rock band kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I remember playing on an electric kit when they first started coming out, and it was so crappy compared to an acoustic. And now it's not as bad or as crappy, but I prefer.
The feel is different, but for me, it's the sound.
Yeah.
The sound of the drums just don't sound real to me.
Well, in the Pacific Northwest, like in a garage in the winter, it can be challenging. So I don't blame you for wanting to move inside.
We'll see. Yeah. So far, it's just been since May, so we haven't actually hit the winter months. And
We got some space heaters coming though.
I was
Yeah,
going
the
to say,
vibe.
can we
I
get
love the
some
vibe of the
space
garage.
heaters? Maybe throw some carpet on the, the walls
Yes.
a little bit, keep it insulated a bit.
That's the best, man. Oh, wow. That's sounds so great when there's carpet on the walls, seriously.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just kind of have like chaos in my garage, but maybe I can add some carpet on the walls to the
Yes.
If you
add
add
a level of
carpet,
mayhem.
it actually, it dampens the sound in it, and it makes it sound really nice in there.
Okay. Well, that might be nicer for the neighbors who thankfully like haven't really complained. They seem to be fine with it, but minus in a previous band, a lady like called the cops and had a total meltdown. But other than that, in this band, nobody has had any meltdowns. Actually, one of the neighbors came by and was honking the horn because he thought it sounded good, which was fun. He was like, "That was me. I was cheering you guys on from outside." So yeah.
Like,
See,
free
I like that.
concert.
Yeah, we have a neighbor who we just recently talked to about something else, and we asked him, well, sorry about the band practice that goes on. I hope it doesn't bother you guys, because we practice like Sundays in the afternoon, and some people want to sleep on Sundays or whatever. And they were like, no, you guys have actually gotten really good over the past couple of years. So
Yay, that's good to
I'm
hear.
actually here now, and I'm so no, I love
That's
that.
hilarious.
Your neighbor's the same.
No,
Yes,
thankfully
that's
they've all been like really very supportive. I've had people, I don't know if they're lying, they might just be being nice, but they're like, you sound really good. And again, I don't know if they're just like being neighborly, but other than the one lady, there hasn't been any complaints and people have said that they like it. So
That's
I'm gonna hope
awesome.
that they're
I
telling the
think
truth.
they would if they didn't mean it. Like I think if neighbors didn't like it, they probably just wouldn't say anything.
That's true. They probably would just be quiet, like not say
Yeah.
anything.
That's kind of our
Unless you get
culture out
that
here.
crazy
like,
neighbor, which who may make us think about it.
Yes, thankfully she hasn't come out yet because Alyssa, let me tell you, it was something else. She was like stomping in the driveway, like screaming. Yeah, it was all sorts of chaos.
God.
Wow.
Well, and I wouldn't imagine that you're jamming very late. I mean, you're a mom. You have
No, I never. Even before I had children, I always was like done by 9. Like I'm not going to be like that idiot that's like 3 a.m. Sounds great.
No.
Like yeah, not going to
That's
be doing
when you're like
so,
19, 20, and you're in a thrash metal band in the garage. Yeah. You're like, okay, guys, it's 2 a.m. And it's like, no.
Yeah. We rock hard before 10 p.m.
Yeah. It really is like by 8 usually.
You're like, it's 8:30, ladies. I gotta go to bed.
The kids got to go to sleep.
Gotta wrap it up. The kids got school in the morning.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I got pickup, carpool.
Yeah. Well, that makes me think of something that Max and I were talking about earlier. Like, we love when we play earlier shows, like when the shows start at like 7 and they're done by 10. Like that
is my favorite thing on the planet. Like,
me too.
If I can be home by like 11:30, like that's a good damn day. That's
so my ask for the music community is for that to happen more. Like I've been noticing, like we're getting further away from the COVID times, and that shows are starting later again. And I love that shows were earlier at post-COVID. And I want to just advocate that, the culture that's going out, the generations, I should say, that are going out are our generations. And we want to play early shows and be home early.
We're too old to stay out late.
Yes. I don't even understand early bird why. Like, why are they so late?
Like, I'm going to early bird dinners, you know what I mean? At like 3 o'clock.
Well, and people don't want to stay out. Like,
I want to be in bed by 8:30.
Yeah.
I think even when I was young, I wouldn't want it. Like, I hear about these concerts that like the main artist doesn't even come out until like 10 p.m. And I'm just like, why? Like, why would you even? I don't know. Yeah, I'm right there with you. There was I can't remember which actress it was, but was talking about like now that she's in her like 60s, 70s, that she's like, why can't there be like matinee concerts? Like,
yeah, that's perfect.
Your, like late night.
Now hear me out.
Have a matinee.
Yes, on the weekends, I feel like we can have matinee shows, and they should be like all ages matinee shows too.
I think more people will go. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there'll be more people there. Like when it starts getting too late, people start going home. They've had dinner, they watch maybe the beginning band and then they kind of like float away. It's like,
Well, a lot of us are family people now. You know,
right.
we have
Mhm.
kids and families and
Yeah.
jobs
Like
and
work,
shit to
yeah, all
do.
that stuff, yeah.
So why not have an earlier show where you could bring the whole family? Come on,
Yep.
kids, get your shit. We're going to a show.
Yeah.
You know, play, and then look at that. You're at home making dinner at 7, in bed by
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
unless it's like a college area, you know, then that because I remember when I was in college, I stayed up like all night
Yeah.
long. So like, yes, if you specifically have like college kids that are coming, then great. That might be like 9 to midnight is perfect.
Mhm.
But if that's not your demographic, or if it's like somewhere that's like not right next to a university, it always seems like an outrageous time to be
Right.
like, oh,
Yeah.
wonderful, we're like wrapping up at like 1 in the morning or like midnight. It's too much, yeah. Well, that's what they call it, deadlining sometimes now. 'Cause it's like,
Yes, back. Yes,
when
so
it's like those
back
late shows
before
at 11, it's
COVID
not really a
days.
prize. It's like, oh, yuck, yeah.
Yeah, remember back before COVID days, sometimes you weren't even getting on stage until midnight.
Yeah,
Oh,
too
dang.
late. It's no bueno.
And yeah, it was horrible. Like, and
Oh,
like you said, we used to call it deadlining.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to
Nobody
deadline.
wanted that
Like,
slot.
you
No.
guys
Yeah.
want a headline? Hell no, I want
Yeah.
spot 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Spot
Open.
2 is
Yeah.
the best. It really is the best. I love Spot 2.
For me, because my drum kit is enormous, I kind of like spot 1. That way I could just like unload right directly on the stage, get it set up, not have to worry about it. Because, you know, teardown is super fast and easy
Oh yeah.
than setup. So I
Spot
don't
1
mind. I
also
don't mind
has,
being first, even though nobody's going to be there either, because it's too early in the day, or they're having dinner, or you know.
not always, but like, you know, like sometimes Spot 1 is pretty sweet, especially for the sound check. You get a better, longer sound check for.
Yes, we do get a better, longer soundtrack.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
don't have
our
to be
whole
rushed,
set is a
yeah.
soundtrack.
Definitely. No, I like that one better too because I don't like rushing to set up my drum kit. Or when you like share one at least, because it's sometimes it's all the rushing. It's like to like get
The
ready
thing,
to switch
no,
up.
here's the thing about backlining a drum kit, because we all know, like, I have an enormous kit, and I don't mind backlining, but sometimes they just don't have enough toms for me.
Oh yeah, no. If you're one, I have like a larger kit. I'm also just I've gotten lazier as I've gotten older, and especially with kids. Sometimes I'm like, I'd like all 5 toms, but if somebody else wants to bring their drum kit and I don't have to bring mine, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah,
make it
no, I went from the 2 kick drums down to the single, and I just got double kick pedals because I've reached that. I'm tired of
hauling all that.
loading
Yeah.
and unloading and stuff. Yeah.
It is
But I
a lot.
still have like the 3 tom, well, 4 toms if you count the floor tom. So yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
Alyssa, you picked the right instrument. I mean, I can't sing at all, so that wouldn't
Right?
be my instrument ever. But you like show up and like you bring
You
a
got
mic.
your microphone, okay?
You're-
That's
I got my
great.
ready to go,
microphone.
yeah.
Wow.
Because you know every venue's
Sometimes
gonna have
you
a
sing
chord,
it,
and
drum.
every
Like,
venu's
you-
gonna have a PA. Just grab a mic. You don't even need to grab a microphone. They'll
Yeah.
have ones with
They have one, exactly. You can
Yeah.
just use the house one.
I'm also very loud, so even if the microphone doesn't work, I can
You just
project
belt.
usually.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the other day
me.
in practice, we realized it wasn't on, and like I'm very loud, so everybody has to keep up. And Alyssa was just like singing, like, and I could still hear her a little bit, and that was at the mic like not being on, which is very impressive. So
That's
That
awesome.
is impressive. Yeah.
I used to sing in gospel choirs, so I learned like
Oh, projection. Yeah,
Use that diaphragm.
Yep.
absolutely. From the stomach.
I don't know. The singing's hard though too, because you feel like you're like the front person. Like
way
you're
harder.
like
Yeah, no.
You are the front person.
I gotta work
you
on
are.
my
Yeah.
stage presence. I feel like I gotta.
You
I'm not
just-
afraid
so
of like that.
you gotta make it like a play. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just kind of make it. You are a character, so you just kind of got to get into a character and become that character.
You should wear a dinosaur costume.
Yes,
Ooh.
Our guitarist has one.
Yes.
I know, but I feel like
I have a little Triceratops like zip up like.
I have a dino onesie too.
Yeah. I have
no,
my
hear me
dinosaur
out. Hear
earrings
me
on.
out. Somebody in the band has got to fucking wear the Tyrannosaurus Rex blow up costume, the inflatable one.
Yeah, our guitarist has that.
Or at least like have somebody running across
Austin gets
the
to wear that
stage in
our shows.
one.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it might be difficult to like play an instrument and wear that.
It might
so
be pretty challenging. Yeah.
we were
Would
thinking
be.
maybe just
Yeah,
have like
so-
another
so you
person just
ladies-
run around the stage in it.
Yes.
you ladies have like some like dinosaur jammies or whatever. I think the whole band should wear them and then just pay somebody to run across the stage in the inflatable one. Just like
They can just
wreaking
run the whole
havoc.
time. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Just add a
Guar
beehive
style.
wig to
Yeah,
it.
like Guar
Yes.
does. They just have like creatures coming out on stage doing shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to get some creatures. See if somebody wants to be a creature at our next show. Apparently.
Absolutely.
I would
Yes.
pay so much money to see that.
Yes. I would love
That would
that.
be pretty hilarious,
Taking notes.
actually. Yes. See who we can wrangle into a dino outfit.
Yes.
Or just invite anyone who wants to wear a dino outfit too, and it might become your thing where people start
Yes.
showing up as dinosaurs.
They might bring their own dino outfits.
Yes,
Ooh, yes.
I love that.
Yeah. The song
It's
we're
a
working on
thing.
right now is our anthem, our Trashasaurus Rex song.
And you know, I would do it soon because it is the season for Halloween.
Yes.
And you know, spirit Halloweens are all over the place. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
You gotta wait for the day after
Yes.
Halloween, and then you can get
Yes,
a super
and
sale.
then they all go on sale. Oh my god,
That's the time. Yes.
it is. It is.
We'll have to get some dinos. I have a dino onesie too, but it's kind of falling apart. And then the other challenge is I always get really hot drumming, so I start off with it on, and then I'm usually like
Yeah.
shirt and pants by the end.
Oh,
But
I have
yeah.
a T-Rex. It's a kid's thing, but it fits on my big old head. It's just like a hat you put on.
Oh, the
And it's
dinosaur
like
hat.
a T-Rex mouth.
Oh
you
my
can-
god.
Oh, like the one that's in your
Yes.
Instagram picture.
Yes,
That one's
it's
pretty
just like
cute, yeah.
it's a Jurassic Park like orange hat you put on.
Yes,
love
that
that.
sounds
Yes.
awesome.
I love that. That is awesome. That is great.
We could
Maybe
get
we all need to dress up as dinosaurs. We'll have to have a little band chat if we're going to be dinosaurs at our
just
next
all
show.
get the little
See?
dinosaur hats
Yes.
even.
I like where this conversation's going right now.
Me too.
I feel like it's the
Yeah.
Congress of
Could,
Dinosaurs.
could just wear like what I'm wearing now, but with the T-Rex hat on.
Yes, right.
You would
right.
look fabulous because I really love the top, by the way.
Yeah,
I like
it's
sticking out the collar with the little stickers over there. I
yeah,
like it.
very cute.
And then you're not have to because I get really hot too, and especially performing.
Oh my gosh, I was Morticia Adams at the last show we played because it was a costume party. So we went as the Adams, so Gomez and Morticia, and I knew it would be hot, but I was just pouring sweat being like in costume because it's ideal to wear like tank tops when you're drumming because you're gonna pit out. You know it.
Yeah.
You know what, drummers, we pit out. It's bad. Like under those lights, even more intensified. It's crazy.
I know. I always like
we
start off
just-
with makeup on, and then I'm like, yeah, this is just like I don't even know I bother because by then I'm just like, this is like
Yep.
all
Roll
gone,
off.
like, all over my shirt. But yeah. Oh well.
So
My
we
hair
have.
gets bigger and bigger and bigger the sweatier I get.
Yeah, me too.
That's awesome.
So Tony Hutchinson, God bless him, he's like, "You guys rule. Come to a show in Ohio soon. We're trying, bro. We're fucking trying.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get on another podcast with you.
Oh, thanks.
Hit us
Tony.
up. Hit us up. We're gonna
Oh,
be. Now it's gonna be in season 17, though. By the way,
Mhm, Yep. Yes, so we
All
are
the way
mid
from
season.
Ohio. That's awesome.
Yes, yes, we've hit mid-season as of right now, and we're ending with our holiday extravaganza music video montage for Thanksgiving, and then we take the month of
so
December off.
ladies, get a video together because we want
Yes.
to feature Trashasaurus Rex
that.
for sure.
We can
We'll
do
wear our
that.
dino outfits to
Even even if it's just like in your garage and your husband's just like filming it,
Oh, he's gonna love this. Yeah, gosh, Kyle's always like trying to stay as uninvolved with like the band stuff as possible, but who knows? Either him or maybe our kids. Like we can get Harlan and Robert.
Oh my God, yes! Get the children
Or even
involved.
like my 3-year-old. That would be quite the video.
Dress them as
Oh
dinosaurs.
my God,
and
I
just
love where this is
send them
going.
running
I
around.
really love where this is going. Like,
Oh, that'd be so
Oh my
great.
goodness.
I can't believe she's 3 already. Like, I swear to God, she was just born.
Right?
I know.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
One
how do you
of-
do it? Like,
One of
how do you
Grace's
have
recordings.
and be in 3 bands? How do you do it, Grace? Like, how do you balance?
Well, I'm not actually like in so Primary Pulse, we just came out with our final album, which took
That's
like
okay.
4 years to complete. So it's like we haven't been playing together since Sabrina moved back to West Virginia like almost 4 years ago, but there was quite a bit
Okay.
of extra stuff that Robert wanted to put together. So I'm just like actively like promoting that one, trying to get it out, to share with people. But yes, not actively playing in 3 and 2. But yes, 2 is like a little bit outrageous. I
I'm
realize.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you ladies talking? I'm literally in 3 bands. And
I know,
people,
right? Yeah.
people
yeah.
coming at me left and right, like, hey, you wanna this is my project. Is this something that you're interested in doing? No, I would love to, dude. But see, I'm in 1,000 fucking bands already. And I just I don't have a day off because Monday through Friday I work. Saturday and Sunday, well, that's Saturday is one band, Sunday is another band, and well, Thursday nights I have my other band after work,
Oh my goodness.
which I would never change any of that. But yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And
my
that's
other
why-
band is more like every other week, so that's what makes it more
Oh, that's
doable.
nice.
And then the fact that the kids can just like come in and like hang out at practice. That's really why I
Yeah.
wanted like something where it was at my house, so my kids could like come in and
yeah.
out.
Yeah, see,
do
I have a
playdates.
band that comes over
Yeah.
to my house and jams. Moopsie comes to my house and jams.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then my other band, Life Clock, we want to jam every week, but it never happens that way. It's like once every other week or every 6-7 months, whatever. It decides to happen. But yeah, no, it's difficult being in multiple bands. So I'm glad you have yours at your house though.
Yes, that's why I was asking how she balances being a mom and being in the bands,
Yeah.
because that would be
Yeah.
crazy. I
And
simply
You
working
couldn't
full
imagine
time.
having to tear
Yeah, I
down your
work
drum
full-time
kit
too,
and going somewhere and jamming.
Oh no, I was too lazy to do that before. I don't like hauling my drum kit anywhere. I don't even like hauling it to gigs. But really, this was like because I was like, okay, if we do the stuff at my house, the kids can come in and out when they want to. So sometimes they do. They've got their headphones on. Recently, I had a band tried to say I had Avery in my lap, and I was drumming, and that didn't really go great. But we made it through. She kept like grabbing my drumstick, and I was like, this is really hard for me to stay on beat.
right?
That was, and I really like to just be kind of moving all the time. So I think that's kind of how it was essentially like 2 opportunities at the same time. And I was like, well, this is insane and maybe not a great idea, but it wound up like working out because I was like, this is kind of nuts, but I like to be, just moving.
I like that you're lazy like me and I don't want to haul my drum kit fucking anywhere either. Like I just want it set up in my in my living room, and that's just where it lives.
Yeah.
And that's just where it fucking lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a lot of fun with this band. I mean, because Alyssa, you're obviously a mom too, so you get it. And everybody's like totally cool having like the kids around and stuff. So that was a big thing for me, definitely.
That's so cool that they get to be exposed to that and be around that. Like they get to grow up like that. That's super cool.
And they're like little besties too. So like, you want to go see moms fucking rocking out? Yeah, let's go do it. And then they get to be rocking out with, you know how besties are when you rock out.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what memories they're making. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're like really bonding, and they get to see their moms bonding too and creating that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very wholesome moment.
I just think it's cool too for like our sons. I mean, I have 2 boys. She's got a boy and a girl, but for our sons to see like their moms be like in a rock band and like have that image of like this is what
of a powerful woman being
yes
doing her thing. Yes, no, that's such a powerful influence, and I love that.
Well, especially because women are like really underrepresented in the rock scene. Like when Alyssa, she was like, I'd really love to do a band with all women. I was like, all right, let's give it a try. But I was like, this is going to take longer because there's just like, from a numbers perspective, just so, especially like obviously like drummers too, but like everything, all of the
We're
different
dwindling. Our numbers are
not
dwindling. Ladies, we need to pick up more instruments. We need to
Yeah.
play. We need to get out there and
in
feel that
general,
music.
younger generations, there's definitely musicians, but I think there's kind of a lull in the culture of that rock band coming out of the garage and playing the venues, locally. I think that they're becoming more DJ based, solo artist based.
More electronic.
Yep.
And
Or just very centered on like social media first rather than
yes, all on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube and TikTok.
I also think though that much younger generation, maybe the like the generation that your kids are will probably grow up watching you guys and maybe bring that culture back. I mean, there's going to be this cultural lull and then it'll circle back around because it's classic and it's vintage and it's cool to do. So
I mean, fucking fingers crossed that that's
yeah.
It's so hard because I feel like there's such a generational switch happening right now. Like our generation where we are playing in living rooms and garages and stuff, and then we have the kids that are in their bedrooms bebopping on a little keyboard just on YouTube, just thinking. And I feel like also those kids don't have the social skills as other kids. You know what I mean?
Too, yeah.
We need to socialize more as people.
Yeah, I mean that's like just a whole separate like issue way beyond. I'm actually it has nothing to do with music, but I'm reading this book, like The Anxious Generation, and it's pretty much about like current state with like kids and like the lack of socialization and being online and like missing out on these in-person interactions and then not having like the same amounts of agency and
they need
independence that they had previously.
Feelings and just can't process any emotion whatsoever.
Yeah. I do think there's something to say though about like experiencing live music and like once you really experience live music, because I know like my dad took us to like everything, and when you were seeing people play, like even though I personally can't play an instrument, like it's still just like made me want to be a part of that.
It's an addiction. It's an addiction. If you get the music bug, you get it.
Yes, you do. And I so appreciate the people who are not musicians, but they support us and they're our fans. The people who like come out to the local venues and see us and bring their kids when it is all ages. So it is
bring their moms or dads or uncles and aunts or whoever,
Yeah.
Anybody who comes and supports local bands should be recognized.
Absolutely. I just love our community and that there are people that are able to do that. Were we supposed to invite Robert in soon?
I totally did invite Robert. I have no idea. Okay. I just actually got a text. Robert said he'll be there soon. I mean, the show's just about wrapped, but we'll see. So he may be here this evening for the tail end of it. He may not. We'll see.
And that's okay. Like,
yeah. It sounds like things. He actually Robert teaches music lessons, so he's quite like the musical. He was really like the musical mastermind.
Do you know what company he works for with the music lesson thing?
I have no idea. I'm not sure.
My bandmate Adam also does music lessons.
Okay.
And I can't remember the company that he works for specifically, but it is through Guitar Center, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
But I mean, good for Guitar Center, like supporting local music, teaching people.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, Brian is watching right now. I can see you, Brian. Let us know Oh wait, you already said it was through Guitar Center, but you weren't sure what the company was called.
Yeah. You
Okay,
mean
go ahead and put
Yeah.
that company name in there if you got it, Brian. That would be great.
Not Brian, it's Adam. Adam.
Oh, Adam. Sorry, I didn't know.
Brian has his own business also.
Okay.
Talk about that. He delivers flowers and whatnot.
Oh,
And
that's awesome.
yeah, no, he's his own boss.
He
That's
brings
cool.
joy in other ways.
I
Yeah,
love
and
that.
Brian, if you want to drop that link in there, I will
Yeah.
fucking get it done, brother.
Well, and Grace, when we find out the company Robert,
Yeah, I can text him and ask him right now so we can get
blast
this
that
plug.
out there too. That would be cool. Yeah, we can promote that as well. That's cool.
Yes.
Because people are
Yeah, and-
always asking us, like, where can we get
Mhm.
lessons so we can send them over.
I know, and like I only know the old places that I don't even know if are still around, like 4/4 timing. Are they still around? Is that still a thing? I haven't
I have
checked it
no
out.
clue. I don't know.
I know Guitar Center offers lessons. I've never taken any, but
Yeah, no, I'll find out. But yeah, Robert is just, he does like a million instruments. He in Primary Pulse,
yeah.
you'll hear him like on bass, you'll hear him on backing vocals. He also did keys, and then I think he did some accordion on some of the songs.
Oh
And
wow!
I'm pretty sure, I think he might have done some xylophone on some of them. So this is kind of what took a long time, is that Robert added like a lot of instruments in.
He's got an oboe.
Yeah,
and he's got like a harpsichord and a recorder.
He plays like pretty much everything. Yeah. So there's like some hand percussion. So there was a lot of extra layers that were put in like after, because we recorded. I was actually pregnant with Avery when we recorded. It was like in November of 2020. Like we all had our masks on. Like it was like the height of the pandemic. So yeah, it was pretty. I mean, so it was literally like 4 years later, and a lot has changed obviously since then. Yeah. So, it was nice to finally see it come. But yeah, him and Jay are definitely perfectionists on the way that the music sounds. So Sabrina and I were like, "Yeah, we're done. Like, sounds great." Like, they were like, "Well, actually, I think Robert, he was like, I swear he like named off 50 revisions," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But it wound up sounding like really amazing. So I think it was all worth it for sure. But I'm like a really impatient person, so I was like, "Oh my, this is a long timeline for my limited attention span." Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I can be a little impatient too. Oh, here we go.
I see him. Great.
Where is he? Oh, he's
Hi
over
there.
Here. Hey, Robert.
Hey. Welcome, Robert.
Yeah, sorry I'm so late. I was teaching lessons, and I had parents talking to me afterwards. So.
I was just asking Grace, what company do you work for teaching lessons?
Voice in the Valley.
Okay, Voice in the Valley.
It's in Maple Valley. Yeah, I just started.
Oh, okay.
Late August.
I was just wondering because my bandmate, I don't know what company he works specifically, but it is in cahoots with Guitar Center. So I was wondering if like that was the same sort of situation. But you never know with like music lessons.
No, and this was a kind of a random one. It was, I worked with a guitarist who worked here, and he said they were looking for piano teachers and stuff. So it just kind of happened out of the blue. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just right up your sleeve. I know piano.
Yeah. I was like, I've been looking to maybe do that, but I wasn't like actively searching. So
that's
it was great.
Cool. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We wanted to plug Primary Pulse because you guys just released your final album. And yeah, we were just talking about everything you've done on the album. You've done like so many extra instruments. It's really impressive.
Great.
Oh yeah,
thanks I probably forgot some of them because you did a bunch of extra stuff, I think.
Yeah, I've probably forgotten some of it too at this point. It was a long process during COVID and everything, but I'm really excited about how it all turned out.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody did such a great job. I mean, Grace's drums and Dave's guitar, Sabrina's vocals and the songwriting and everything. So it was really fun. We knew it was going to be the last album, and so we kind of had a budget, and I was like, what if let's make it as much of a production as we can. So
pull out all the stops, like make it golden.
Yeah. That's definitely my feel. Grace, you can tell me. I feel like we probably talked about this at some point. That's my feeling on albums is like they're the like big. It's like a movie, and then a live show is like a play or something. You can't do
Yes.
So
No, it's much better to have something like obviously like I was saying I'm really impatient, so it was a struggle because I was like, oh my God, I want this to be done. But you know, like it's much better to have something that you're really happy with, like with that final. Because I mean, there have been some previous songs in Primary Pulse where just we didn't maybe have like I think maybe the best fit for somebody like that was recording it, like some of our earlier stuff or you know whatever was going on, you know. And it's like you really want something to sound like amazing, like if you're listening back to it, right? You know, as far as a recording, like I feel like I'm never satisfied if I'm like like hearing these things that I wish they sound different, and there's none of that on this one. Like it's I think I'm very proud of it. Like and obviously I did hardly anything. I just banged on the drums and then I was done. And Robert, you did like a whole bunch of stuff, but it's really nice to have something like where that final production you're like, okay, this is
but anytime you feel like no, this is perfect and you don't want to change anything, that's it. That's what you save.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really exciting. Also, we should I imagine you might have, Grace, but we should shout out Pierre too.
Pierre was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
For anyone that wants to record anything, like Pierre's such a great like partner because he really goes with like what your vision is as opposed to and he's got like a great ear as opposed to some other people sometimes that are like, no, it should sound like this or should sound like that. Like he really goes, I feel like, with the artist's vision, which is really nice, but offers like that constructive feedback and ideas.
I love that because it's, you know, it's really not about the producer of your album. It's about your band and your sound.
Yep. Your art. Yep.
Yeah. That's your art, not theirs.
Yeah.
They're just a tool to help your art sound better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he elevated it too. Cause we would go like, I know for me, I know some stuff, but I'm not great at mixing. I don't love computers or anything like that. And so I would be like, well, I really want it to sound like this or that. And we had similar reference points and stuff as well. So I'd be like, you know, on Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles, how they had this vocal effect. And he was like, I'm 5 steps ahead of you. And he already had something lined up. And so he made it way better than, like, it was really great.
I mean,
or he'd go, well, that's not going to work for these reasons. And then
it helps to have a producer like who knows what your band wants and has the idea behind it, but really lets the band control their sound, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Having that way, that's great. Well, you guys, we have 1 more minute left. So with that, I want you all to be able to plug your project so that our viewers can follow you, listen to you. So go ahead, Robert, let us know where we can find all of Primary Pulse.
And when are you guys going to release your new album?
It's been.
Oh, well then never mind. You need to get your new album then.
It's been released.
It's called Swan Song, and it should be on everything, Spotify, Bandcamp, all that. Right, Grace?
Absolutely, yeah. It's on Spotify, Bandcamp, iTunes. I think like Tidal, a bunch of other like more obscure ones, Amazon Music. So you can find it on a lot of different places. Any major music platform, you should be able to find it on.
Excellent.
Thank Grace for the fact that this is out and that it's around, and all. She is the one that keeps everything together and makes sure, like, gets things done. It's incredible.
I know, but it's so sad
to
like
so much
say goodbye to Primary Pulse after all these years. You know what I mean? It's really sad that this is your last album.
Yeah, it was hard to say goodbye
Bittersweet.
for sure. Yeah, bittersweet. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. As
What
a
a
fan, that's
day.
all I'm gonna say is like I'm sad there's not gonna be any more Primary Pulse albums, but I am fucking pumped to hear this new
Yes,
final one.
so good. It really is. And you can
I'm
tell that
checking it out. I'm checking it out tonight when I get
Yes,
like to
thank
my
you.
spot.
a lot of love went into it, and it was a labor of love for you guys, and it's definitely been an honor to feature you guys on the show throughout our years together here on Musicians Hangout. So thanks again for being on, and can't wait to follow all of your other projects.
Yes,
And with
and
that,
Rob, like, let us know what projects you got going on. Let
yes,
us feature you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Robert's in The Things You Forgot, so he's got a band
Yes.
that's really awesome too. Yeah.
Yeah, we should feature you guys on the show.
Yes, so hit us up on
That'd be
that,
awesome.
Okay. We'll stay in touch. So Trashasaurus Rex, where can our viewers follow you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're on Facebook and TikTok right now. We should
Excellent.
maybe make an Instagram at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alyssa, you should probably get on that.
Well, keep plugging
Alyssa, I
us.
nominate you for that.
Yes, Alyssa. Yeah, keep sending us stuff to promote and to plug for you guys. We want to support you as much as possible.
Send us videos so we can just randomly like post videos of you guys. Like, and that goes for all bands. Send us random videos, post it on our page, send us an email at musicianshangout19@gmail.com, and we will put you on all of our platforms. Like, let us feature you.
Yep, it's all about community. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being on our show, and we'll have you all back on the show eventually. So keep rocking and stay safe out there. I'm going to take us out. Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
And for promoting us over the years.
Yes.
For sure.
Always.
We really appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys too.
It's a community thing.
It is.
All right. Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh,
I
sorry.
not able to end.
No,
It's
you're
okay.
fine.
We're still live. I can't end the stream. That's fun.